Hey guys, good morning. We are dropping off Lola. I called and I was like, we're gonna drop off Lola. She was like, okay, you can come in. I'm like, I could have sworn y'all told me to call when I got to the parking lot and that someone would come pick her up from the car. She's like, no, you can come in. I'm like, oh, okay. So I told him the rest. I said, just go run her in. We still have to drop her off, I'm assuming, unless he comes out and he's like, oh, we have to stay. That's what they told me on the phone, and they didn't confirm prior to. I could have sworn that's what my email said too. I'm gonna have to check. Anyway, up bright and early and everybody's out of the house for that. It's always a good day when we can get up and out of the house on time. So we came to Costco because we need batteries and diapers, and the Premier protein drinks were completely out for smoothies, for coffee for us and for smoothies for the girls. So for those three things, they're all on sale starting today. So we came up to Costco waiting for Lola because we're not sure when. They said that they have a lot of animals today, so we may not even pick her up until later, but they, we came to Costco. I tried to walk in and they're not, until 10 a.m. they're not letting anybody in under 60, which is great. I'm all for it. Like, that population, anybody over 60, anybody really needs to stay safe, but I totally am like, yes, give them their time, but they turned me away. So now we're coming to Sam's Club, which is right next door to Costco, because a bunch of you told me that I could get the food storage containers here, and I paid double the price on Amazon. Fun. So yeah, I'm gonna come see if they have his Quest chips, because the Quest chips were on sale, and since he's doing keto, he's been wanting to try them. Sam's doesn't look nearly as busy. So I'm gonna look for the Quest chips. And what?
That one doesn't look 16.
Oh yeah, maybe they did. They're not letting. Does she have my Expedition? No, she has a Lincoln. I really like the Expeditions, although the new Suburbans are nice too. So we're gonna check it out and see if they have the food storage containers. You wanna go in?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
There they are. Look at that. Freaking $9 for 2 of them. I paid like twice the price on Amazon. I'm totally buying 2. I can hold all the things now. Boo, no Quest chips, but I am going to get the food grade buckets for my rice and beans, potatoes, and something else. And then I found some leggings for Emmy. Super cute. 3-pack for $10. Can't beat that. We're at Costco now, Andres. I sent him in so that I didn't have to go in, because when we've been going out to stores, I've been running in lately, and I actually much prefer him to run in. He's a little quicker, more efficient, and although we'll see what he comes out with. I gave him a very specific list because we only needed a few things. We don't need like groceries. We have a lot of food. In fact, I've been watching Frugal Fit Mom. I think it's her username on YouTube, and I really like her. I don't know what state she's in. I want to say maybe she's mentioned being in Utah or Oregon, somewhere like that. I'm not sure, but the girls are playing on their electronics. Keeps them quiet. It's been a smooth morning. Anyway, I really enjoy. She has 4 kids. They're a little bit older. I think she has 3 boys and a girl, or 2 boys and 2 girls. And I think she's got a teenager down to like, I don't know, 8 or 9-year-old. Maybe she has more kids than that. Maybe they're older. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Anyway, I know she's a family of 6 currently living in her home. So I've been watching her videos, and I really enjoy her method. Of course, she does things like totally different than I do, because her and her husband are super fit. They do like triathlons. I think he did an Ironman not that long ago. They run marathons and half marathons and stuff. So what's wrong, mama? Clearly we're not the most fit family in the world, okay? Which is why my username is not Frugal Fit hkitty, because I'm not fit. But I really have been enjoying her techniques that she uses for meal prepping, meal planning, using up what she has in her freezer, stuff like that. And so I really, although I've been trying to build kind of like a stockpile of emergency food, since we're not in winter time, but flu season here starts about October. When I was working in the hospital, I had to get my flu shot by October 1st, I think was our deadline, or October 12th, something like that. And so I feel like flu season is going to be even harsher with the even more harsh with the coronavirus, because the flu season's already tough as it is. I mean, both of the big girls had their flu shots last year and they both had flu type A. So my intent was to just stockpile some stuff for emergency food that we could survive off of other than perishables. We go through perishable food so extremely quickly in our house. It's insane, because if you have, especially with me blending up food for Everly as well, we go through, you know, 5-6 apples at a time between blending her food, each of them having an apple. If I eat one for a snack, like it goes so fast. So I've been trying to spread out what we're having as far as perishables go, because if I don't, we're left with nothing very quickly. Same thing with vegetables. I mean, I can buy a huge thing of broccoli and it's gone in 2 meals because we eat half the bag at a time. So that kind of stuff is always gonna have to be purchased every couple of weeks. 2 to 3 weeks is usually when I get it. But those things that, like the canned goods that when I picked up my last haul, the canned goods, the pastas, stuff like that, that can sit outside now that I have my food storage bins especially, and that we can kind of use as time goes on, and I can replenish with very little cost out of pocket. Those things are not super expensive, but unfortunately they're the first things to go when, bless you mommy, when there is an emergency. So what I've been thinking about doing is doing kind of like a clean out and a pantry challenge, trying to use up the stuff that we have before going out to buy more. And I say that very loosely. The last time I did a pantry challenge, I think we went like 6 weeks without even buying a drop of food, which was great, except when I went to go buy food, it was a pretty expensive haul because we were out of so many things. So what I think I'm gonna do is take a page from Jordan Page's book and give myself, instead of, normally we have about 120, I like to stay around $600. Since everyone's been home, my budget has been jacked up to more like $700 to $800 a month, which is very like us in the summer, especially when we're all at home eating. And they eat at home 3 square meals a day, 1 to 2, sometimes 3 snacks a day. Like, they're eating a lot being at home, and swimming, they have snacks all the time. And just so with all of that, our budget has really increased, and I'm not sure, I feel like formula takes up a huge part of that budget as well. Everly's formula costs about $170 a month, so that's a good part of that as well, and probably more of the reason why our budget has put us over that $600 mark. So what my plan was, I don't know when I'm gonna do it or how I'm going to start, but I wanted to take like a shelf timber vibe and give myself, I haven't decided what amount of budget, but $25 to $30 a week for, no, $25 to $50 a week. I haven't really decided where in between $25 and $50 I would like to keep myself, but somewhere in there, and just use that for perishables, milk, well, bread, I guess. But I even was looking at making our own bread. I have a bunch of flour I bought. I have some yeast that I bought when this whole thing first started. So even maybe making some bread to just use up some of the flour and stuff I have at home. Just, I don't know, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing something like that. I would probably put it on my other channel, hkitty1122, just because all my grocery hauls sit over there. So I'm open to ideas if you guys have any, but I think that's what I'm going to do. We don't let anything go to waste. Like, that's a very big misconception that I get, because we spend a lot of money on groceries and food in general, that things go to waste, that, you know, I just hoard food. I can't even tell you the last time I had to throw away something. I honestly can't even tell you. Maybe if I truly thought about it, I could tell you when I had to throw something away. I honestly think the last time is when part of the strawberries went bad and I had to throw away like 15 of them, and that was like a month, 6 weeks ago. Honestly, nothing goes bad in our house because everything gets eaten. I make sure I utilize everything as it's starting to go downhill. And yeah, so I don't know why hoarding would be an issue if nothing, I mean, I guess I do hoard sometimes, but I don't know why that would be an issue if you don't let anything go to waste. So that's my ultimate goal, is we spend the money, we eat it, you know, make sure everything is incorporated into something. So let me know what you guys think down below. I would like to, like I said, stay within $20 to $50 a week, which would significantly cut our budget and kind of help us rebudget for the fall if I have to do a stock up haul or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was thinking about last night, because you remember when I was falling asleep and I was like, oh, I'm tired, it's 11:45, I'm gonna go to bed. Nope, I was up till 2:30. 2:30, because that coffee probably kicked in. So anyway, I'll let you guys know what Andres comes out of Costco with, because I gave him, oh, did I even read you a specific budget? Did I? I don't remember if I said a case of caramel protein, a case of vanilla protein, Premier Protein, because they're on sale for $7 off, which is great. I always like to pick up a case. We don't have any at home. I think I have one caramel somewhere in the fridge, but we don't have any for the girls' smoothies. And so I like to pick up a case of each whenever they go on sale. 2 packs of size 4 diapers. She still has like 2. We've been actually really liking the Kirkland brand diapers, and we've never used them for any of the girls. We've always used Huggies for them, but ever since I heard that the Kirkland brand diapers are made in the same like plant or whatever as Huggies, I switched, and we've actually enjoyed them. I've heard good and bad reviews, so you know, I don't know, take that with a grain of salt, but we've enjoyed them. They've worked well. She's not crawling yet, so that'll be the ultimate test. So anyway, the diapers are also $7.50 off, which those hardly ever go on sale. So picking up 2 cases of that. She has about 2 bags left of size 3s, and she'll be ready to bump up. They're starting to get a little snug, so we should be able to finish her first case of size 3s and then move to size 4. And then the Downy scent beads are on sale also for $3 off, I believe. So I'm having to pick up 2 of those, and AA batteries. We'll see what he comes out with.
Paper towels.
So he picked up paper towels extra.
Paper towels. So the Downy things.
Okay.
2 diapers. AAA.
Triple or double?
AA.
Okay.
AA.
The protein?
The protein, 2 proteins.
What flavors did you get?
Caramel and vanilla.
Okay.
And then the salt. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
You didn't pick up anything extra?
Mm.
He did good! Not like me when I go in the store. I'm like, oh, I found this, I found that. Let's go. I'm picking up the stuff from Nin's house. And look at what she made the cats. She's the most creative person in the world. She used all her Chewy and Walmart and Scott boxes to make the cats a little plaything. There's Sadie. And she's got ramps and stuff all in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Sadie. Ah, she's trying to get the camera. Sadie. Hi, baby. Hi. Sadie. Sadie. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, Sadie. Yep. So cool. She's got a mouse tied to it. She's got a mouse in here too. And some ramps. Such an engineer, Nin.
Thank you.
I saw Sophie around here somewhere. I was going to show her. There she is. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Y'all some spoiled kitties, huh? She's got literally this thing in here. That. She's got a mouse tied to her vent. She's got that toy. She's got toys in her room. It's the best cat mom.
I try.
Perfect. It was enough for 10 pounds of rice. That's all I had left. This was a 12-pound bag of beans, pinto beans, but I had to put part of them in my main pantry, which is fine. I had a OXO container for them anyway. And then this was a 5-pound bag of potatoes. So as you can see, not all of it fit in one. So that's okay. Now I know I kept the instructions and the nutritional facts. And now I feel safe leaving them in my garage. Yay! And they're pretty. I'm sitting right here at the table watching them swim. And you have to see their faces though. It's hilarious. Girls, look at me.
Hi.
my gosh. Their faces are completely white from sunscreen. Hi. It is way, 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 way too hot to be sitting out there when you're not in the pool. So I'm sitting right here at the table watching them swim. Everly's taking a nap, so oh, she's rolling around. Maybe she's about to wake up. Andres went to go pick up Lola. The vet said that her appointment went well. It was a comprehensive exam, that everything looked good. Got her vaccines, all her heartworm medication, flea, tick, all that good stuff. So that was good. So he went to go pick up her, and the girls were just utterly bored inside. There's only so many electronics that you can do in your life before getting bored. That goes for adults too. So I was like, okay, y'all go burn some energy swimming while Everly's napping, but it looks like she's about to wake up here soon. So I'll bring her down. She can have a little snack and we'll just watch the girls from the AC right here. I'm also multitasking while I'm here and scanning my receipts from Costco and from Sam's. I'm scanning them on Fetch Rewards, which I have a code down below. If you've never downloaded Fetch Rewards, it is the best app ever. You turn your points into gift cards, and they have all kinds of gift cards, which is super cool. They even can link to your Amazon account. They take your Walmart grocery pickup orders, HEB pickup orders, whatever. All you do is scan and it gives you points for whatever you purchased. Any receipt, you can scan any receipt and it gives you points. And it also it keeps track of what you've spent for the month, you know, just to give you an idea of how bad your spending habits are. And it breaks it down by month and stuff like that. So this is a really cool app. I have that link, the code down below. You get the app on your phone, you put in the code, and it gives you 2,000 free points, which is $2 when you scan your first receipt. And then I try not to look at Ibotta before I actually, I try not to look at Ibotta and then go buy stuff, because I don't want to buy something based on it being on Ibotta. So I usually just look at the receipt. I look at Ibotta after to see if I happen to buy anything that's on Ibotta. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll look and be like, oh, do they have something on cereal? And if it comes out cheaper, I'll buy it like that. Sam's Club, I didn't buy any groceries. It was just the leggings and the storage. Let's check out Costco. So anyway, I try and do that the second I get home or I get in the car, just because it's easier. I don't forget. The receipts don't end up everywhere. And yeah, I don't think diapers, pink salt, Downy, Premier Protein. Man, it's so crazy how much you can spend at Costco so fast. It's insane. So anyway, that's done. Still watching the girls. I'm still sitting here watching the girls. I ran upstairs. Everly woke up. I ran upstairs and I was like, let's go. Your sisters are in the pool. So we came downstairs, changed her diaper and everything here. Luckily, they're not doing anything, and I trust the big girls to watch. Autumn, she's got her floaty, but you never know. So I always try and be very conscious of what they're doing, where they're at in the pool and stuff like that. Autumn's not super adventurous, but again, you never know. So this little girl's having some puffs. She loves the little Gerber puffs. We tried eggs the other day. She really liked that. And I cut up some waffle into long strips so she could chew on them. And if you don't cook the waffle, I mean, you obviously want to heat it up because it's frozen. But if you don't cook the waffle all the way to where it's still a little bit soft, it kind of dissolves in their mouth. She liked that too. And she loves all her purees. I've let her have some apple, like a slice of apple to gnaw, and she really likes that. She has 0 teeth. So we're working with what we have, huh, mommy? Come on, beauty girl. Her hair is getting out of control. I really should just cut it, but it's a tradition to get their hair cut for their first birthday. But it's like a mess. These long mullet pieces are just, they're crazy. Sorry, mama. Is that good? Can you say hi, everybody? Say hi. You have 4 puffs stuck in your one hand. There you go. Good job. Good job. It's good, huh? We've done bananas, like slivers of banana. She likes that too. So yeah, just slowly introducing. I wanted to do a complete like baby-led weaning, and we're kind of doing it now. Like she grabs for our food if we're holding her, and she'll put pretty much anything that we put down here, she tries it. So I didn't really do a whole lot of research on baby-led weaning, so we just dropped it and just did what I did with the other girls, and she'll live just like they did. But I did get a lot of recommendations when I was talking about baby foods and like little snacks and stuff for them. I got a lot of good recommendations for like homemade yogurt bites and little like little rice, like homemade rice puffs and stuff like that. I don't know how much I'm actually going to end up doing, but I thought the yogurt bites were kind of cool. Gerber sells yogurt bites, but they're more like these immediately melt in your mouth as soon as you put them in your mouth. They immediately like disintegrate and she can swallow it. We haven't obviously done Cheerios or anything like that. She's not old enough for any of that kind of stuff yet. I mean, I guess if she had some teeth, she probably could chew them, but she doesn't, and so she doesn't chew. She just kind of gums everything. So I've been trying to find stuff that's good for her. I really want to try making my own yogurt. I've been watching Adeline Zook. I think I've told you about her before. And she has 3 little girls, and she does freezer meal prepping videos every 2 weeks. And I love them. I'm obsessed with these things lately. I really want to do some freezer prep videos, and not even just because we're doing anything, because we're not. We're at home every day. I could make homemade everything every single day, but I don't want to. Sometimes I get tired of cooking. So I think the first thing I want to do, I have a large sweet potato. I'm gonna make sweet potato waffles. I saw her recipe for that, and some homemade yogurt. I don't have milk though to make homemade yogurt, so I would need to get that. But I would like to make homemade yogurt. What happened? Did you lose one? Here's one. You have to be careful with these little puffs though, because they're sticky and they kind of get everywhere. Right there. Yummy. Yummy. They're now out getting a juice.
Mama, there's no more kiwi strawberry. There's only those other 2. Wait, I think there's the purple one.
Just pick one, Mama. You can have, except the Coke, you can have whatever's in the fridge.
Okay, thank you.
Still just sitting here. They're taking a little bit of a juice break, and they're gonna dry off a little bit, reapply sunscreen, and then probably go back in the pool. And she's still gnawing away at her puffs.
Tonight,
Woo!
celebrates its 20th anniversary, and I promise.
And I've been watching it all 20 years. So crazy. We just got done watching the premiere of Big Brother 22 All Stars. I'm so excited. I literally, if you're new here, I'm such a Big Brother fan. I have watched it since season 1. Season 1. I don't even know, and I think I talk about this every year. I don't even know what year Big Brother came out. I'm about to Google it. Big Brother. Let's see what year it came out, because I have legit, they're in their 22nd season, and I've been watching since season 1. I remember who won season 1. His name was Eddie. I couldn't tell you. Lisa won one of them, maybe season 2 or season 3. Like, and then 3, 4, 5 get a little bit fuzzy, and then season 6 is where they leave off for All Stars. If you haven't watched it yet, don't watch this, because I need to talk about it for a second, because Andres doesn't understand why I'm so excited. I mean, he gets it. He's excited too, but not like I am. So season 6 was probably one of my all-time favorites. I love Janelle. She's one of my all-time favorite players. I loved her relationship with Howie and with Kaser, and Kaser's back on the show. So exciting. So they're, I think, the oldest 2 that have played, except Kaser hasn't played since then. Janelle has played a couple of times since then. I loved Rachel Riley and her husband Brendan. They didn't come back. I loved Dan. He didn't come back. Cody's partner, Derek's partner, Cody, is back on the season, but Derek's not here. I liked him better. I'm so excited. Some of the, I feel like from from season like 18, 19, 20, and 21. There are several. In fact, I want to Google who's all from the same season, because I recognized everybody that came in right off the bat except Kristen, I think her name is. It's like once they played back her season, I remembered her on the season, but I didn't recognize her immediately when they showed her. I think everybody else, I knew exactly who they were, and I was like, I'm just so excited. Tyler, I loved him on his season. He got gypped totally. Wait, no, did he? Yeah, he did. But he won America's Favorite. I'm so excited. And Danny, oh my gosh, Danny. And I kind of knew she was going to be on because I follow a bunch of them on Twitter, and just random. I don't even get on Twitter that much, but when I saw that another season was coming out, I started looking at some of the people that I follow. And they were saying like, no, I did not, I declined, whatever. And I was like, man, who's gonna be on this season? Like, I want to see some good people. And I saw that Evil, I'm not gonna say it, but you know, him, I don't even know what his real name is. He was like, oh, somebody asked him who he's rooting for, and he said, my daughter. So I was like, oh my gosh, Danny's probably gonna be on there. I love her. She's actually married to somebody that was on her show. I'm just so excited. And I love Nicole. I know she's not like everyone's favorite, but I loved her. Nicole, I think her last name starts with an F. Her and Victor are engaged. She's been on, this is her 3rd time. I'm just so excited. Yay! I cannot, normally it takes a little while for me to get into the season, to get accustomed to like who's there, who's your favorites, who you're rooting for, stuff like that. And you really don't get that attached to the people that are there, like probably the first 5 to 7 you don't really get attached to, because they're not in jury, you don't see them a whole lot, so they leave and then you're like, oh yeah, I remember that person. This is all people that I have watched for whole seasons. I remember so many things about all their seasons, and I love them, and I'm so excited. So yeah, if you're not watching, my stomach's growling if you can hear it. If you're not watching, oh, and Big Brother started in early 2000. I was 14. I'm sure I've talked about this before. I probably wasn't even, if it started in early 2000, I was 13. I wouldn't have been 14 until November of that year. 13, and I am 33. That is insane. Like, that I've been watching this show from the absolute very, very beginning. I was telling Andres, I think that they didn't go further back than, maybe they couldn't find anybody further back than season 6, but I feel like they started to change things. Like, if you guys have been watching Big Brother for that long, back when they were doing like season 1 and I think even season 2, it was America's vote. America voted who got evicted each eviction. Like, it was totally different format. They didn't have like all these crazy competitions like they do now on Veto and all Battle of the Blocks and all these different things. It's just so crazy. So I'm so excited. Actually, they have it here, season 1 format, season 2 format. I'm surprised they didn't have Mr. Spectacular come back. Like, there's just some people that have been integrated to the show over the years that I'm surprised that they didn't have come back. So let's see, Power Veto was in Big Brother 3. Okay, so like Big Brother 1 was definitely different. I feel like each season they kind of added something different. And I remember Slop was, instead of Slop, it was PB&J, which is totally not a punishment. But anyway, I'm so excited. Are y'all watching Big Brother? That's what we've been doing for the last 2 hours. So I actually edited the vlog super early, like at 8:30, and I just let it export, and I was sitting there. We watched 90 Day Fiance B90 Strikes Back, which is, I think, so funny when people can laugh and react to what people negatively say about them. I feel like this past season especially had a lot of criticism to it, and so I think it's hilarious when these people can watch back the clips and actually say stuff back to the people that are tweeting about them. It's got to be hard to hear that much criticism though, especially like Big Ed. Big Ed has gotten reamed. but I mean, he takes a lot of it with a grain of salt and laughs it off. I don't know if truly and, you know, deep down he's like hurt or what, but he gets it pretty bad. So anyway, it's entertaining for us to watch. So we watched that, and then that was all that we had. And so then we watched Big Brother. At first I was like, should we wait? No, I can't wait. I follow BB updates on Twitter, and I have to instinctively stay off of Twitter, because if I don't, I will read all the combos. And I don't watch like the, I don't know what it's called now, the live feeds, but even when it was like BB After Dark, who remembers that? Man, it was on like the X-rated channel or whatever. They didn't bleep anything out. I remember that, but I don't watch that. I don't read that stuff. I don't watch the live feeds because I don't like being the surprise being spoiled. But if I'm really desperate, I will go into the BB updates and just read the conversation, because they play all the competitions. Other than the live Thursday eviction, all the competitions and everything are played a couple days before, because they edit the shows to go to air, you know, a day or two later. So yeah, I'm so excited. Dave Vaughn's on there, Bailey, and I just watched Bailey on, she was on the challenge with her hubby Swaggy C. So I just watched her not that long ago. In fact, I was surprised to see her, because she just did a live feed, I feel like not that long ago, for the challenge, but I guess it was 2 weeks, because they quarantined them 2 weeks, which is so smart to keep the show running. And I could definitely see why some people would not want to participate, because especially with the pandemic going on, like, you don't want to leave your family. What if somebody gets sick? I mean, you don't have any contact with the outside world. I mean, what a way to like get away from it all. If you're going to be quarantined in your home anyway, might as well play a game, but you don't have any contact with your family. Like, that has to be tough. So I could totally understand why some people would have declined, but I'm really surprised that they didn't mix it up a little bit and they did put some people from the same seasons, but they didn't put any like duos or any previous alliances or any couples, like nothing like that. I think that would have made it even more interesting. Anyway, I'm really excited. So I think we'll be watching it as it plays, because now I know everybody. Like, I remember what they're like. Of course, they're different people. Oh my gosh, Janelle and Kaysar, it's been, they said 14 years. They were 25. That means they're almost 40. And it's so crazy to watch Memphis, who was like one of the most athletic people. He made it to the final 2 with Dan. One of the most athletic people on the show, and he couldn't even, he finished the HOH competition, but he was like out of breath. I mean, I thought he was gonna like break something falling, you know, because he's 40. Not saying that 40-year-old people can't do these things, but they just don't do it as well as they did when they were in their 20s. It just doesn't work like that. And so I was like, oh my gosh, and he's probably thinking the same thing. He's like, what in the world did I sign myself up for? Listen, I've never been fit. I always knew I never have applied, but if I ever got on a reality competition show like that, I would never make it, because I could never hold my big old butt up there on the wall or on a rope or hang, you know, the one that they do with the comics where you have to like hang on the zip line and go across. I couldn't even hang myself, hold on to that. So this was not being my reality, but I'm sure for him it was like a huge punch to the gut, like, oh dang, okay, I've aged a little since the last time. And this is the first time too that they haven't just had like one older person, a couple younger people and some middle age. They have a lot of people that are married with kids. In fact, I feel like more of them are married with kids or in a significant relationship than single. So who knows if we're gonna see any showmances this season. And so many of them have kids, and there's so many of them are not super old, but like half of them are in their late 30s, early 40s. So that's not old, but you know what I'm saying, like older than the 20-year-olds. I feel like they always have like a 50-year-old or a late 40s one, and then everyone else is in their like 20s and early 30s. But a lot of them are from the similar generation. Oh, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I love All-Star season. So anyway, that's what we've been doing. Now I'm going to get the vlog uploaded. So I'm going to call this one a vlog. Tomorrow I have to go take a drug test for my a UA drug test for my clinicals. vlogs coming up so soon. It's crazy. And that's what's on my agenda tomorrow. So I will see you then. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you mañana.